Caller, you're in the room.
Hello.
Hello. It's difficult, but
Can
it
y'all
can be
hear
done.
me now?
Oh,
there we go.
I'm
See,
here
I
now.
was trying to see what I had to do. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
No,
she,
you're
said,
good.
she said,
I
don't
was
flush
trying to
me.
press stars.
Don't flush
We're
me,
not going to
George.
flush you, apparently. We got a toilet around here, and that's forever going to be the running joke. So thank you, sister, for listening
Glad
and
you're
being
here.
Hi,
so
my name is
patient.
Andrea. How y'all doing?
Good. What's
Good.
your
How are
name?
you?
I guess my little ghost story is, but a little
What's your
about
name?
content is, I'm from Louisiana, right?
Oh, God. It don't even matter. I asked what
Both
your name
sides
was, and I
want to-
said it don't even matter. She said she from, because you didn't hear me, but because you said your name, and I wanted to make sure I had it right. But she said you from Louisiana. I said it don't even matter no more. What's
already
going
know.
on?
Listen, everybody wipe your face first.
Right.
You already know.
Mhm.
So, both sides of my family. So, they would always say, yeah, your great grandma did a little bit of hoodoo.
Mhm.
And then my father's side, it would be, yeah, your great grandfather did a little bit of this and that. And so basically my little ghost story is when I did move into my great grandfather's house, right? Basically I started noticing that we would hear little footsteps around. I started finding like oils, and then like the oils be labeled like compelling oils or lucky hand oils and stuff like that. So I'm just like, Mom, like, look at this stuff. And she's like, where are you finding this at? And I'm like, it just pops up like in my bathroom or in my room. So I'm just like, I'm just finding them as we're moving in, getting things settled in, right?
Mm.
So, and then at a certain point, I just started getting these weird dreams. Like, I would get a dream of my grandfather from my dad's side, like, guiding off this shadow force. And then I would wake up, and then it'll be a really eerie ass feeling, you know, excuse my French. It'd be
No,
really,
don't
really
exceed
eerie.
yourself. We say worse than ass on this
We
channel.
literally just like,
We
fetishize
curse.
George's dad for about a half hour.
Yeah,
so you're
fuck
totally
it.
fine.
Say what you want to say. Say your story how you want to say it.
Girl, I'm gonna just keep it to the point, you know. And so, but at a certain point, I'm just like this is happening, and I'm getting these weird dreams of, you know, people that I've never met, and then I'll see a picture that I'm like, you know, Dad, who is this? I've seen this person before, and he's like, he's been dead for years. Like, how would you know who this person is? Or like, so I would just find little trinkets here and there, and like, that's your great grandmother's and things like that. I'm just like, this is really weird, right? And so at a certain point, I would get really scared because when I'm like, I have my own room. So at a certain point, like, I would literally feel a force, like walking around my bed, like sitting down on the edge of at the edge of the bed, trying to kind of like shake me and things like that. And so I'm telling my mom and my dad, like, hey, this is what's going on. Of course, you know, your parents are like, I'm not, you know, nothing's going on over here. You know, you're just being scary. But at a certain point, I'm like, I start talking to my grandmother, you know, about, you know, what's going on. She's like, well, my dad did do certain things, and I can't tell you everything, but just know he has some dealings in some black magic. And I'm just like, what kind of black magic? What are you talking
Right,
about?
what are you talking about?
And, you know, it's crazy though. And so, like I said, it was just all these ghost experiences of where I'm just being infiltrated by this dark force. Like, it's waking me up, where I would see things move around, or I would literally see like an object in front of me move in front of me. Lights turn off and things like that. I can hear footsteps going back and forth from my brother's room to my room. And apparently my brother's room was the room that my great grandfather lived in, right? And then I found out on some years later, kind of crazy stuff, that he was like brutally murdered.
Oh.
Like, he had a bag over his head and all that kind of stuff. So it was just like yeah. So it was kind of like a cold case because no one ever found out what happened basically to him. And so I'm moving into his house, not knowing all of these things. And then as these experiences are going on, I'm learning about, you know, basically my family history.
Right.
And it was just like kind of a lot because, and then, being Louisiana, you already kind of like, you see things here and there, you hear stories about, oh, this person had a hand in this, or they had some type of black magic going on. And then when you find out, like, possibly that has actually been a part of your family, and you can see how it traumatized people, I guess, because my momo, she's Pentecostal. So it's just, so it's just like, it makes me question things like that. Like, so what really happens to where, like, what my great-grandfather did,
Yeah. And you might be a little spiritually sensitive too, just for you to be like finding these things and seeing these things and experiencing them. And I always say, whenever you die in a certain way, you got one foot on this earth and one foot in another realm. When it's violent, or if it's just so sudden where you can't really decipher, it's like they don't have to accept that they're dead. They can go back and forth. People forget that too. So the fact that you're experiencing all of this, it could be your grandfather trying to call you to the practice more heavily, but it also could just be that you're sensitive.
My mama always told me when I was really young, so this is my mother's side of the family now. She always told me you would talk to certain people and then you would say, oh, I've seen that person before. And, it's just kind of those things like, but of course you could say like when you're a child, children are more sensitive, but it'll be always kind of that thing of where I notice certain things. I always had premonitions too that may have happened. And I'm just like, I know that was going to happen before, or I like to say that's deja vu. But I'm just like, I knew that was going to happen. I try to write it off as deja vu.
Deja vu is just something that it's premonitions. Oh, that one's better. I'm sorry. Oh,
is that the better?
I don't want nobody to feel like they flushed down the toilet, but premonitions and deja vu, they're just little. To me, it's like the universe and your ancestors and your gifts just sending a little love letter of what's going to happen. But it mainly means that you're just spiritually sensitive and gifted that way. Some people just don't have a veil. And that's that. Some people can really see shit. But yeah, I feel like the experiences that you have had with your grandfather and everything else is because he either wants you to practice, or you're sensitive, or he wants you to tell you something. So I would recommend getting a reading or something, some kind of reading, divination.
Definitely. I agree too. The readings I had before, they definitely told me that, you're some type of healer and things like that. And so I would think of my great grandmother, who was actually a healer. She would go into the woods and make tinctures and oils and types of things like that for the community. And if you look up, Cane River, it's a very, very old area. So when I see, or when I hear about what my family used to do, I'm just like, I really wonder. And they're like, also they're fervent Catholics. So if most Catholics usually use that to hide something else.
Yeah, of course. I ain't even gonna say that. I ain't gonna piss off the collective. But all I'm gonna say is voodoo is synchronized with Catholicism. Their deities are saints. Like Papa Legba is this, or, whatever. I ain't gonna get into much of somebody else's closed religion, but it's very much so giving that y'all was into a lot. And I think you may be the one to find out. So just be prepared. Hold on to your caps, your lace fronts. I say hold on to my lace front. I'll never have a lace front on, but hold on to your wigs and wave caps, okay? Because being the one that has to break the generational curse, it's a lot. So, but thank you for calling. I appreciate it.
Thank y'all so much. And I'm just so excited to share my little story. I love following you. I watch all your stories. I love it so much. Thank you so much for just doing what y'all do as well. Y'all are amazing, and keep doing what y'all doing. And it's also my birthday, so
happy birthday! Hold on, play the music first.
Yeah, how you gonna wait till the end?
This is not even happy birthday, but this is the international Calls from Beyond birthday song to everybody.
It's her birthday.
Do
your birthday.
Yes, happy birthday to J. Cole, my twin.
Birthday twin!
I'm doing a Red Bull shot for you.
Yes.
Now put a finger in the sky if you
Yeah, we love J. Cole over here too.
Oh,
happy
come
birthday,
on now.
my love. Happy Earth Day.
Legendary.
I
in peace.
appreciate it.
Uncle Phil.
You know,
Thank
you
y'all.
just
No, I
all the
appreciate
love.
y'all. Thank y'all.
No, for real. I really
Yes.
appreciate y'all. I don't think y'all understand how much I love y'all and that I appreciate the support. Like, y'all go to different platforms and support me. Y'all support the show. So I really love y'all down for real, for real. I got all of these besties. Now we just got to meet.
And George's happy birthday
Look, maybe that
freestyle.
trip to Costa Rica. Maybe.
Come
We'll see.
on, come on.
What you waiting
Oh.
for?
Tax season right around the corner.
Hey, listen,
Coast.
Yes.
the Costa Rica waiting list is wide open.
Take advantage
we
now.
don't-
Yes.
We
Not
only
even a waiting list.
got like 4.
Yeah.
But that's still 4.
But Costa Rica closed at 20.
18.
18.
Okay.
Listen.
So
We
it's-
got 14
Come
spots.
on. We're
It's-
going
it's
to
not-
travel the
it's
world.
not-
We
it's-
outside all 2025.
We ain't gonna
so
jump you.
We
you got any
outside.
questions about the trip, let me know. I can just email me if you have any questions. But it's all right. Come on. We're going to have a good time.
The Hot Springs is calling you, birthday girl.
Yes, it is. It truly is.
Thank
Thank you
y'all.
so
Thank
much.
y'all.
Happy birthday.
All right, we'll see you
Yeah.
soon. We'll
Thank
see you in
you.
September.
Yeah. Manifesting it for you,
All right
sis.
now.
All right.
Yes. Have a great night. All right.
Damn.
Caller, you're in the room.
Hello.
Hello.